You'll have heard of some of the world's most famous entrepreneurs such as Michael Jordan, Richard Branson, Victoria Beckham, and even Rihanna. But what exactly is an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is a person that sets up a business or multiple businesses, taking on the financial risks in the hope of a profit. Over the last decade, thousands and thousands of businesses have been started by young people who wanted an alternative to getting a job. These young people are now called entrepreneurs. We've seen this become a major trend over the years, which is why we want to show you just how to start a business of your own.
An entrepreneur is someone who takes ideas, thoughts, materials, goods and services, changes them and turns them into something slightly different and sells them as a product or service.
An entrepreneur is someone who is creative, ambitious, a little bit delusional, and someone who wants to change the world.
I think an entrepreneur is an individual with grit, determination, hunger, someone that wants to go get it themselves.
Someone who has an idea, is willing to take a lot of risk, and is not afraid to fail.
I think an entrepreneur is somebody that spots something in the market and knows that they can do it better than anybody else.
Personally, I think an entrepreneur is one individual that can lead a team or an entity of really passionate individuals to making a difference in the world.
Entrepreneurs and their businesses come in all shapes and sizes. When we think of entrepreneurs, we often think of the big names behind tech giants or massive global companies. But here's the thing. Many young entrepreneurs start with small businesses or by selling something they make themselves. Take Asmita, for example. She started selling personalised homework till I was at school from the age of 13. Or Johnny, who hangs out in a skate park, making money from designing and selling stickers for skateboards. Or Harry, who's been a vegan for the last 3 years and has now started his own Insta, TikTok and YouTube channels to make money from his passion for vegan baking. Each of them is now an entrepreneur. Almost every entrepreneur started just like you, school every day, homework at night, revising for exams, and occasionally dreaming about what they would like to do in life. They all went on to start businesses, enjoy the world of entrepreneurship, and reap the benefits and experience that brought.
Entrepreneurs tend to have some common traits. These include an appetite to take risks, whether big or small, self-motivation, a creative mind, and determination. Many have more than one of these traits. Anyone has the potential to be an entrepreneur, and entrepreneurs come from all walks of life. There are lots of benefits to being an entrepreneur. Of course, making money from your business is important, but most entrepreneurs are driven by the other great things that entrepreneurship brings. An entrepreneur is their own boss and typically has more control over their work life. They decide when and where to work, and they often talk about the pride and excitement of building a business from the ground up. Many entrepreneurs have created businesses out of hobbies that they had, or used a business to tackle a problem they wanted to solve. Being an entrepreneur isn't for everyone. Entrepreneurship comes with risks. There's no guarantee that your business will make money, and at the start there's very little stability when compared to the relative security of getting a job when you're paid your salary on the last day of the month every month. But these big risks of starting a business need to be balanced against the excitement and satisfaction that you get from starting a business from scratch. And this balance between risks and stability is often where the challenge lies.
A good entrepreneur needs to be energetic, courageous and disciplined.
You have to be really resilient. Creativity, I think, is a really misunderstood part of it. And when I say creativity, I mean being able to work out creative solutions to problems that are in your way, that perhaps nobody else can see. And then I would say balance. Again, massively underrated. Having the right temperament is going to help you in the long run.
Grit, willpower, great communication skills, creativity. I could keep going.
Firstly, tenacity, to be able to get through the difficult times and setbacks. Secondly, an ability to cultivate passion. Passion to be able to sell and inspire vision around your product or service. And finally, the ability to work hard. Work ethic is super important with entrepreneurship.
First, you've got to be open to opportunities and look for opportunities. The second, you've got to be a good people's person. You've got to understand people and what they might want in life. And the third is, I think you've got to be prepared to go above and beyond, to apply yourself many hours of the day. I won't stipulate anything more than that, to make sure that you give yourself enough time to find the opportunities that exist.
The world is changing. More and more young people are starting businesses. Your generation wants freedom, they're naturally more creative, and they want to be in charge of their own destinies. Loads of entrepreneurs are emerging onto the scene, and you need to start thinking that maybe you could be one of them. Don't let age be a barrier or deter you. Even some of our resident entrepreneurs started their businesses in their early teens.
I started my first business at 20, and then this is my second one that I'm doing.
I started my first business, Doorsteps, an online estate agency business, at the age of 17.
I first started my trainer business when I was 13. It originally started off as a passion, but quickly moved on to buying and selling sneakers, which I realised I was even more passionate about. It almost trumped my schoolwork, which wasn't too great, and it took quite a while for my parents to comprehend that, but I absolutely loved doing what I was doing, and ultimately over time it really scaled from flipping £200 pair of trainers to flipping £10,000 pair of trainers.
In another company, I really learned what to do, and then when I felt that I could take that on, that's when I really started to push forward.
This series is going to ensure that you have the basics to go out there, think of an idea, and create a business from scratch. So roll up your sleeves, rise to the challenge, create jobs for others, and develop products or services that people need. Who's this decade's next big entrepreneur? Could it be you?